I want to talk in this video about flinch response, how to cope with and deal well with something that happens to you in an instant that you're not expecting. The best way to describe it's like an analogy. If you're out in the park and somebody's playing cricket nearby, all of a sudden they whack the cricket ball and it comes flying towards your head. You don't think about what you're going to do. Your flinch response is to immediately hands up or duck, get out of the way, protect yourself. You don't think about it, it happens. It's an automatic survival system. And I was out recently with a good friend of mine who was a firearms cop in Manchester, a riot cop in Manchester, and a guy that I joined with back in 1989. We served together for a number of years and we've stayed in touch, still good friends today. Now this guy I would put right up there as number one when it comes to physical strength. He's a big strong lad, but also mental strength up here. The stuff that he's coped with and got through as a police officer and in his private life, even right up to today, I, without any shadow of a doubt, put him up there as number one. And he's been a good friend to me for many, many years. I look up to him as a role model, even though we serve together and we're good mates. He's a role model for me. And we were out walking recently in the beautiful Lancashire countryside, him and I, with a few other retired bobbies. And all of a sudden he comes out with, "Oh, I've been watching your YouTube channel. I've been looking at some of your videos." I thought, "Oh, crikey, what's coming now? I'm going to get both barrels here. He's not going to like something." And he said, "Yeah," he said, they're not bad. He says, "But one thing," he said, "you know, you talk about firearms officers, special forces snipers, police snipers, Russ, and you talk about 3 breaths. So taking 3 deep breaths to create enough space to respond well rather than react badly." And if you've not seen the video, I'll pop a link in the description below so you can have a look. 3 breaths, very popular technique, works well all over the place. But he challenged me on the day and he said, you know, as firearms officers, and we saw it in Manchester only recently, how they are confronted at times, and this has happened to my friend. I'm not going to name him for obvious reasons, for security. This has happened to my friend more than one occasion. Confronted by an immediate threat that they've had to deal with professionally and effectively. And we saw that in Manchester recently. Those firearms cops dealt with the threat very, very well. Sure you'll agree. And it got me thinking around the work I did as a dog handler. It was the same for the dog handlers. You know, something happens in front of us and we deal with it without even thinking. So my mate mentions these things, and so I asked him, I said, well, what is it? What is it that you've got that helps you respond really well to threats, let's say, whether that's an operational threat in the police or outside, family life, something's happened in family. How do you cope with it? How do you stay strong up here? And his answer I share with you today is around flinch response. But I'll break it down into 3 bits. He said these 3 things. First was about character. You know, it's the way he's made. And I definitely get that. But we're all different, aren't we? We're all different. We're all made differently. So the way he would respond to anything, or the way I would respond to something, might be different to the way you would respond. Of course, we're all different. That was number 1. Number 2 is about grit and determination, mindset, a belief, that belief that he and I, with my police dog, can deal with stuff. We can deal with it. And the third thing, is what brings us to this video. What he said was, it's about our training. As a firearms officer, our training, second to none. Same as the dog section, same as the dog handlers. So the drills that they do are practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced some more, so that the flinch response, that immediate response to a threat developing immediately in front of them, their flinch response, their training kicks in. And he's right. Same for the dog handlers. So it's the training bit we're focusing on here. So to develop your own flinch response to help you cope with anything that life throws at you. And we're not necessarily talking about, for me, it might be the guy with the baseball bat, locked in a bedroom, going and deal with them. Or for our firearms cops, obviously somebody armed with a knife or, a gun or something like that. I'm not asking you to do that. But what about some of the tougher challenges we have in life? And we all have them. What I want to do with this video is to help place you in the best position possible to deal with those threats as and when they come into your life. So I want you to develop your own mental health wellbeing practice being the operative word. So you take the tips, tools and techniques from my channel. So subscribe for more right now. Make sure you don't miss anything. But have a look at the stuff that's on there already. Easy to do, easy to learn. You don't need time to do them. Just embed them into your character and your practice and practice them every day. Practice them every day when the waters are calm, so that when the tough stuff comes, whether it's health, relationships, money, family, toxic bosses, no matter what it is, when the big stuff comes for you, you immediately have stuff to fall back on that will protect your well-being, protect your mental health, get you through in good order and become your flinch response. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And for you, following my stuff, learning about my stuff, the stuff that I share from 30 years as a cop, 30 years as a police officer, the stuff that I've seen, the stuff that I've learned, it's all there on my channel. Once you know about it, once you've learnt it, not only will it serve you well, but it will serve your work colleagues well. You'll be able to help them easily. And your family, your friends. And for me at the moment, I'm on a right mission to support young people. So I will share my stuff with young people wherever I can. And you will be the same. Once you know about my stuff, once you've embedded it into your practice and you're running on all 8 cylinders, dealing with anything that life throws at you, any threats in the future that you know that are coming, or immediate threats that hit you, blindside you when you least expect it, not only will they be supporting you, you'll be able to use exactly the same stuff to support the young people in your life, and together we build the mental strength of the world. How powerful might that be? Hit that thumbs up button for me. Make sure you subscribe. Do it now for me, please. Thank you for watching. Take care. Keep well, and we'll see you on the next one.